The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. You can save 10% off all stock or stock-ordered AGCO parts during our March parts sale. Be field ready this spring with genuine AGCO parts from Midway Farm Equipment in Mountain Lake. I'm joined right now by Mountain Lake senior Brett Willaby, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Brett.
Thank you.
Let's go back to the section tournament, and you started out, looking back at the season. You lost to the Minnesota kid during the season. What were you able to take out of that match and prepare to possibly meet him again at the section tournament?
Well, earlier in the season I was kind of out of shape due to football, but I knew after wrestling that he was a hammer on top, so I knew that I needed to get a lead early or I needed to work on my bottom game to get away to get out. So I kind of just kept working on that week coming up to the section tournament, and it turned out useful.
What are some things that you've been able to work on? It looks like there's there's been a few different wrinkles to your game a little bit this year.
Yeah, against some of the kids that I know I'll be able to handle, I kind of try to work on something else. Because I know, my best things, I know how to do them pretty well. I don't need to use them on everyone. So I kind of just try to get, a few extra moves that I can use to, turn a kid or a different way to take a kid down. But, I just kind of work on a variety of technique.
Then you get to the finals, you face Greenus again, and 0-0 for most of the match.
Yeah.
The first period, obviously in the neutral position, neither of you could get anything going. But the second period is what was really key, because he's on the bottom position and you're able to keep him there.
Yeah. The second period, that was probably the biggest period of the match, to be honest, because I knew he was super good on top, so I knew that I needed to keep him down, keep it 0-0, because I knew then I would have a chance to get away, and it's just more stressful on him. But that second period was, I thought I was about to give up a reversal or an escape, but I stayed tight, so.
Third period, obviously you picked the down position with the hope of getting an escape or getting a reversal. As it turns out, you got into a scramble, and it sounds like he got hit with a penalty point.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened.
Well, going into the third period, I didn't really want to pick down, but since it was 0-0, I knew I knew that was what I needed to do, because it just gives me the better chance to win. But
yeah, I imagine if you would have been
winning,
if you would have been ahead, then you probably would have picked neutral then,
yeah.
I would think.
Yeah. But going into that, I was I just need to get one. That was my whole mindset the whole period, and it was going, and there was a blood time with a minute and 10 seconds into the third period, so I had 50 seconds that I knew. I kind of just set my mental stage. I was I need to get one in this 50 seconds. But with about 15 seconds, I kind of I got in a little scramble with him, and I was about to get away, and I thought I was about to get away, and then he kind of locked his legs around my head, which is illegal in high school, so I was awarded a point. But in my opinion, I think if he didn't do that, I probably would have got an escape anyway. So it was kind of a whatever you want to give me type move.
Now, this is what your fourth trip to state, or fifth trip to state, and obviously last year, winning the state title at 126, a little bit of a jump this year for you to get up to 138, and I imagine that the long football season had a lot to do with that.
It was, I think this summer I kind of lifted pretty hard to get bigger for football, because we had a goal in football season just like you have every other sport, and that was to win too. So I knew I had to get bigger to help the team out as much as I could. So I was a little bigger, and then since Cade was a little smaller, he went down to 132,
Mhm.
and I stayed up. And it's been more enjoyable this year without like having to do as much cutting weight. So I mean, I'm not a big 38 pounder by no means, but I'm not small. But
Yeah. How valuable has it been for you to have a teammate like Cade, who, is basically in a lot of ways about the same size as you,
Yeah.
but your games are very different, and as a result, between the two of you, you really can help each other out a lot, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, having him as a practice partner is probably what has kind of brought us both up to the next tier because, like, if you don't have a good practice partner, you're not going to get better. So we kind of just use each other just to, like, improve our games and work on other things that, like, counteract each other. I mean, if we wrestled a match against each other, it'd be very low scoring probably because we know each other's stuff. But it just, in practice, is very just useful to work on different things and learn each other's stuff too.
And Cade's style is funky enough that really you can go into a match and there's probably nothing that you haven't seen.
Yeah, I mean, in practice we kind of just we like to scramble a lot in practice. So, I mean, there's a few positions that like a lot of kids don't feel comfortable in that Cade and I are like, this is where we want to be. Like, we don't care that we're in this weird position, but.
Looking ahead, you head up to St. Paul later this afternoon. State tournament starts on Friday. What do you know about your first round guy, and what's it going to take to get back to the top of the medal stand this year?
Well, my first round kid, I don't know too much. He was in my bracket last year, and I think he went 1 and 2. I think he's in my bracket last year, didn't place. So I think. I can't look past that one, but if I win that one, I'd get the 6th seed, who was a state champion 2 years ago at the weight below me. So he's a top caliber kid too. So that's gonna be a tough match if we both meet up there.
Mm-hmm.
And not looking forward, but I would have another pretty tough kid. But that's just one match at a time. I mean, it's hard to pick. There's definitely two. Winning state in wrestling last year is just top because like there's no other feeling because like you're out there alone. It was on your own doing, and then football was obviously just a great feeling with the team aspect of it. So they were both great. I'd probably say a lot of like rap and then some country. I'd say probably Cade in practice. A little moody, energetic though, so. I like to golf in the summer, lift weights with friends, just hang out with my friends and do other outdoor stuff.
And of course, you're a senior this year. Have you started narrowing down the colleges?
I mean, I've kind of looked into it. I'm going to decide more of that stuff probably after the season, so in a few weeks I'll probably know more of what I'm going to do.
All right, well, that should be all we need. Congratulations on a section championship. Best of luck at the state tournament this weekend, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
You can save 10% off all stock or stock-ordered AGCO parts during our March parts sale. Be field ready this spring with genuine AGCO parts from Midway Farm Equipment in Mountain Lake.